Hello and welcome to the Brick Freaks. Today you have the final review here of Rael's LE-J902, the cross-country car, better known as the cheap Wrangler Rubicon, 2,343 pieces. And here is the beauty. This set was sponsored by RC Fancier. It's a Chinese company and they have a lot of RC cars, and they have brick-based RC cars like this here. Link is in the description to this set, and if you want to support the channel, consider to buy it over the link in the description. You get this car here with all power functions, with LED light, and with a very cool packaging directly from China. The shipping costs at the moment are high because there are no passenger planes flying, so the prices for all Chinese firms, companies at the moment is a little bit higher. It's not the seller, it's really the freight costs. Okay, so thank you for RC Fancier to sponsor this car. I would never have bought it, and now I love it. After assembling this car, I love it. It's really cool car. It looks astonishing. It is a lot of fun to build. So we have two complaints in this set. One, here is the instructions. It's not perfect. Sometimes you don't see exactly where to put the things on because it's not big. Sometimes the pictures are too small. Sometimes the angle is not good. So when you don't see where to assemble the parts, just go forward in the instructions. Perhaps on the next page you see it in another angle, and then you know where to assemble this. Okay? So I did it, so you can do it. And the length here, the picture of the length of the axles doesn't match the real length of the axles. Yeah? A 5 long axle is a little bit longer than here in this painting, in the skits here. So that's one thing. The others are the stickers. There are two green sticker sheets. You see, I messed up with one sticker, so I used one from the second stickers. There are two things about the stickers. First, the color don't match. The green doesn't match. And then if you want to remove them, they are easy to apply, but they are horrible to remove. You need some remover like isopropanol or something like that. So they are not easy to remove. But watch carefully. Here is another sticker sheet with the most important stickers. They are clear stickers and they are chromed. They are much better. So if you buy this, don't apply the green ones, apply this. Okay? So these are the two things. There are nearly 200 pieces over, and the reason is here are enough pieces to build fake motors, fake battery box, and so on. So the assembly after this instruction, this is the power functions instruction, is easier because you just can build the motors with bricks and you can use these instructions. So that's, for me, is a really cool instructions with these fake motors and fake battery box, so you know where to assemble or how to build it without power functions. The cable management is not easy and it's not good explained in the instructions, so take care that the battery box A and B is here, C and D is here. A are two, the front and the rear axle. B, I had the lightning on B. You see, there are the headlights here and these lights. D is steering and C is the differential lock. This thing has a differential lock underneath. You put it here and then both differentials are locked and both differentials are free. This is good for crawling hills and it functions very well. The quality, it's Go Bricks pieces. The quality of all the pieces is very good. It's nearly similar to Lego. Perhaps here the suspensions are not as good as Lego. They are here in the back, you hear it. It makes a little bit, but they have a good way So it's really, this is really off-road car. This is really off-road car. It's not an official Jeep Wrangler license, but we have here Jeep Wrangler. Okay. And the company Rael comes from Shenzhen, like a lot of companies. Okay. The assembling is 4 building steps. You build the middle part. On the middle part, first you build the rear axle, assemble it, then the back axle, assemble the front axle, assemble it, and then the rest. Underneath here, you see this is for the differential. And here is the differential and the differential lock. So this is how the car looks from underneath. And the front and the rear axle are only attached over this here and over the suspension with the rest of the car. The rest is free. So that's really cool. Like a real Jeep Wrangler. This is really an off-road car. Here this, I don't know the English term. Is it a wrench or something like that? It's not with power functions. Yes, not with power functions. One thing, this is a Mold King. The electronic is from Mold King, and so the remote. If you're pressing A forward and it's driving backward, press both A's and then he will rotate the, you know what I mean. He will change A and B, forward and backward, and forward is then forward. The same with steering. If he steers right, if you press left, press both D buttons and he will reverse it. So that's really cool. There is a possibility to use the Mold King app for this car, but I hate it with to steer with an app that doesn't feel good. So I always use RC, not like Lego with their app shit. And in 2 years the app doesn't work and your car doesn't work. So this better use always RC, not with the way Lego does. Is, I think it's not a good way. Okay, the tires, they are totally there's a void in it. They're not filled. Yes, you see this. Just bring in the tires some stuff and then put it on the rims so that they are a little bit harder. Old fabric or I don't know the terms in English, you know. Look for things you can bring around the rim or fit into the tires, and then this car drives really, really, really good. So it is a little bit similar to the red Jeep Wrangler from Kada, but only a little bit. There are differences. There are enough differences. Okay, the Kada weighs 1,970 gram. This here 1,920, so 50 gram. Then the Kada is 45 centimeters long, 23 centimeters in width, and 22.5 centimeters in height. The Rael here is 50 centimeters long, mostly because here of the spare tire. He is 22.5 centimeters in width, a half centimeter shorter, and he is 22.5 centimeters in height, the same height as the Kada. But there are a lot of differences. First, it looks totally different. Not only the color, but the front is a total other front. This part here is totally different. I like this here much more than the Kada. I think this here looks right. The Kada doesn't look right. And the Kada uses the Kada only special pieces. This here is only with pieces that Lego has too. So you can build this only with Lego pieces. With Kada that's not possible because Kada has special pieces. So for people who only want Lego compatible parts, this is the better deal. It's a better deal because it looks better, it has the better electric, and it does only use Lego compatible pieces. What we have We can't open here the hood, the trunk, there's no door. We can open here the doors, and you see this, there's a suspension, and you hear this, wait, they snap in through the suspension here. They really snap in. That's cool. You can a little bit adjust the seats. The steering wheel is not connected to the axle, so it's only for that you have a steering wheel. This here isn't attached. It works, but not electric. You can't open this, I said always. Here, the spare tire, you have to remove it. It's with an X stopper attached to the rest of the car. This here is cool. You can easily open this up to get access to the battery box. There are two LED lights, 3 L motors, the steering motor, and the LED lighting, and the battery kit. The battery kit is the 2.4 gigahertz receiver and the Bluetooth receiver in one battery box. There are 2 lightning kits. I said this. Here. First kit goes to the screen ones, and the other here to the roof lights. So this is really a cool car. I have steer backward and forward, obviously on A. On B I have the lights. On D the steering, and on C is the differential lock. Don't use this here. Never use this here for this car, okay? If you press this here, perhaps they won't work. So not the PlayStation buttons here, okay? So I said everything. It was really fun to assemble. The quality is great. You have enough stickers, you have enough spare parts, there were no missing parts. It looks astonishing, the quality is good, it drives good. So for me this is a 2 thumb up model. Thank you RC Fancier for providing us with this car, because at the beginning a green Jeep. Okay, I built it for the channel, I don't have to pay for it, it's for review purpose. I build it and okay, then I sell it. While I assembled it, I start to love this car. The assembly was fun, it looks cool, I love the color, it drives really cool. So at the moment, at the beginning I was where, and at the end I'm this is great. This is really a great model. One of the best models I have ever built, assembled and reviewed in this channel, okay? And you know I had reviewed a lot and assembled a lot of Technic cars, but this is definitely one of the best. There's one small bummer. You see all the blue pins here? I don't understand why. They have 3 length pins in black. What? They use it inside, and on the outside they use the black one, the blue ones. So if you assemble this, buy some black pins from Kada, or use the black ones, the 3 length ones inside in the set, and use it for these parts here. The same, we have here the 2 length pin X in blue, and you see it here, and here's the same in the same color. Why not change? So they give you a lot of pins in a lot of colors, but they don't use it where it's needed. Here it's cool. You see this pin in the color of the bricks? That's nice, and it's the same possibility as here. Just use this here and this here. So if you modify this a little bit, then you don't have the color problems with the pins, okay? That's everything I have to say. If you have any questions, write it in the comments, okay? I try to answer it. I can't always answer everything. I'm a male nurse. I have a lot to do at Corona times. So if I don't get an answer, write me again. Write me again. Sometimes I forget. Sometimes I don't have time. So it's I don't mean it mean, or I don't. I'm not a. You know what I mean. I try, but I couldn't do it always, because I'm a loving father. I have 2 children, a really hard job, and a YouTube channel. That's not easy always. Okay. thank you for understanding this small problem. Okay, the video here is not ended. I'm ending, but when I said goodbye, then stay at the video. I showed you driving this car in my backyard. I showed to you how in which angle it can climb, and when it's stuck on an obstacle and we use the differential lock, can we come over the obstacle? So you see some driving videos after my goodbye. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to know more, just watch the assembling video. That's a good video. And yes, now I'm done. I'm Frank from the Brick Freaks. Have a good time till we see us again. And now, bye bye.